It's ubiquitous. They call it a plastic smog, which I think is an apt term. It's just everywhere. Those particles. So and it's having ecosystem impacts and potentially ultimately human health impacts. So it's a big problem, and it is and on one hand it's depressing. On the other hand, it's another one of these cases, and this is why I'm an optimist about all this stuff. These are all solvable problems. We know it's not like we don't know the science. It's not like we don't know what to do. It's just a matter of deciding to do it.
Do it, yeah.
And for us at Surfrider, we have like 3 or 4 ways that we're tackling this problem. We do about 1,000 beach cleanups a year around the country. Out there every year picking up trash, and it's funny. Beach cleanups we're not going to beach clean up our way out of this problem. We're scratching the surface on the scale of it, but what those beach cleanups do is they raise awareness for people. We collect the data on what kind of plastics we're finding, so that can inform policy. So what are we finding on the beaches? Straws, bottle caps, water bottles, bags, and wrappers. Yeah. So let's go tackle those things and try to get those out of the system.
Sure.
We do policy work. So last year we passed 52 laws and policies in local communities around the country, banning foam, plastic bags, cigarette smoking on beaches, because cigarettes are the #1 item found on beaches worldwide. And trying to identify these commonly found single-use plastics that frankly we don't need.
Right.
And getting those out of the system. So we're doing that. We work with business. We have a program called Ocean Friendly Restaurants. We're encouraging restaurants to eliminate single-use plastics and kind of give them an ocean-friendly certification. So imagine the last time you ordered takeout.
Oh, I know.
And at the end of the meal, you look over on the counter, and there's this giant mound of crap. They've got 6 of those bags with the spork and the napkin in them, and all
the bag it came in, then the plastic container that the food itself was in, and then you've got the little utensil kit, and then like the packets of this sauce and that sauce that you don't even use. And it's like oh my gosh, it's terrible.
So we're trying to sort of tackle that side of it as well, and then we do a ton of outreach and education, just trying to get people to change their habits. So personal behavior, outreach and education, law and policy, and working with business. For us, that's kind of, if we can get all those things humming, we feel like we can kind of disrupt what is, a sort of a vicious cycle of, frankly, lazy consumerism in some respects.
Oh, sure. And the one of the big ways you guys do this is then through that local level, right? Through that chapter model. You guys kind of have the tools there for your local chapters to then go talk to restaurants in their community or talk to their local elected officials or organize that beach cleanup. I mean, that's really how all that's deployed, right?
Exactly. So we build, we have this network of these, we have 81 chapters and about 100 high school and college clubs. And so we'll put together a toolkit on how to pass a plastic bag ordinance in your local community.
I just saw that on your guys' Twitter account, actually.
Yeah. And, and so the idea with the network model at Surfrider is let's, instead of you having to figure out what a plastic bag ordinance should look like for your community, why don't we learn from the ones we've been making and then share that intelligence across the network so we can, spread it out. And then our goal is to scale those up. So California in 2016 passed a proposition on the ballot to ban single-use plastic bags. It was the first state in the country to do that, now at a 5-cent fee for paper. So start at the local level, get critical mass, scale it up to the state and the federal level. That's kind of our